It's Spartan Day here on AccessWDUN.com as we head through our 2020 senior roll call, taking a look back at the area's seniors and the spring sports athlete. And today, here we are, we find ourselves near the hot gates at West Hall. Bo Wilson across the screen, once again from Coach Chad Pittman.
Yeah, let's take a little trip down to Sparta, if you will, the mighty Spartans. When I think of that place, going way back when it opened in '89, everybody is jealous, I think. They have the best run-out tunnel of anybody there for the football and soccer and all that. It's really cool. But a lot of good things going on down at West Hall this spring, led really by the boys soccer. I mean, they were having a really good year at 7-1-1, and I think looking forward to that epic Battle of Oakwood, if you will.
You talk about looking forward to the epic Battle of Oakwood. 7-1-1 Spartans rolling in to play the number one team in just about every poll, across the state and even across the country. So maybe they can get together in the summertime because I'd like to see that battle.
Well, the scalpers were already, licking their chops because the tickets were going to be a hot commodity, buddy. There's no doubt about that. I mean, yeah, that was going to be one for the ages. So that would have been interesting. Yeah, that would be a nice one to take to the playground.
It was. I mean, it's like everyone. I mean, it's very heartbreaking. It was gut wrenching. I know the email that I sent to our coaches when I got the official word was, I know at the beginning of it, it was pretty much, as an athletic director, an assistant principal, a teacher, and actually a father of a senior that's graduating. She did not participate in high school athletics, but she's danced for 15 years, and her entire dance career culminated in this last few months. All that was canceled. It was, I couldn't even formulate the email without breaking down into tears on so many levels. To have never experienced anything like this, and these young people, what they're experiencing is just hard to grasp. It really, really is. And just wish we could do more for them, even though the things that we're doing, I feel like we're trying to create, some special moments, that we're allowed to have, but it is, it's just tough. They're just, words really can't bring it together. It really can't.
The first thought, I guess, was I was lucky that we were able to play our last game. So March 13th, we did get to play Cherokee Bluff, and they allowed us to play because it was an in-county game. And so I think that was just kind of think about it now, that was a really great send-off. We won 3-1, and now they're going to be a new region opponent. So just kind of having that just to look forward to next season, I guess, is a decent consolation. But like you said, we rescheduled the Battle of Oakwood, and we were ready to go for that. Our guys were pumped up, but it was nice to get that consolation win over Cherokee Bluff.
Well, we first thought, we had so much going on. We had a good streak going on, and, it was all going good. And knowing that, it ended just like this, it was just a dramatic loss for us, especially for us seniors, knowing that they started last year and they ended just like this.
Well, our boys soccer team, we have so many seniors on the back of the stadium back there. We were really excited about this group. They had won the Mountain Cup, tournament they had been in. We had several games that were canceled because of all that rain we had. I was really expecting them to make a push, for a region title this year. I really was. I know last year, we were right there in the thick of it, and our region is so competitive with the private schools, and Flower Branch has got a solid program. And then, even though we're not, in the same region with Johnson, who's of course ranked, state, nationally, the games with them are, goodness, it's like watching a World Cup game when those two teams, go to battle. And really, it's just so exciting. It was tough, for those kids, but was really looking at, this year as a year where we really felt like, our soccer program could, from the boys level, could really make some waves back in the state. From a track perspective, we lost a couple of phenomenal senior athletes, and Leah James, who was a 3-time region champion, who, potentially was going to be a 4-time region champion in the sprint events, and compete for a state title. Who's already signed with UNC Charlotte to run track. She's one of the most amazing female sprinters I've ever been around in 22 years. Just a natural talent, works hard. Kenzie Wilson is, she had placed in the high jump multiple times. Was really looking forward to what she could do at the state level. Not to mention just those that, that maybe they weren't going to win a region, or maybe they weren't going to win a state championship, but they're still out there, and they've bought into 4 years, and they just kind of got ripped out from underneath them.
The message was just kind of don't lose hope. Let me know what I can do to help you. It was a real struggle, because for the longest time GHSA kept delaying, and it was the day that they delayed it before they canceled the season. We had a team Zoom meeting, and one of my seniors said, so they're not going to make up the game, so we're not going to get to play. And that was probably one of the hardest conversations I'm ever going to have as a coach, to say that the season's canceled, we can't play. But they all know that I love them. They know they all have my phone number if they need anything. And so just kind of being there for them. I also have a little brother who plays football. So luckily he got to finish his senior season, but he's graduating this year. So just seeing some of these guys just kind of growing up since they were little, it's just a hard pill to swallow. So just to tell them that I love them and that I'm there for them.
They all know it's a loss for all of us, but we still here and there are in contact, knowing that we are still here for each other, and we're trying to figure out if we can make anything possible after this whole pandemic to figure something out and play against Johnson and see if we can make a Battle of Oakwood just as a scrimmage. We all want that to happen, and we're trying to make it possible even if it doesn't count.